Ranga. Lights on. Ranga, lights on.
No, don't on. Wait.
Sakit. Idhar.
Don't lock. Okay.
Ready? Take action.
Good evening, colleagues. Today I would like to tell about what is asset allocation and how it is going to be happen in future. I mean, how you are going to be asset allocation in future. So, can you please anyone tell about what is meant by asset allocation?
Why you are staying there?
Yes, please, one by one. Which one can you please?
It's a process of deciding.
Actually, asset allocation is nothing but is a process of how much percentage of money the investor can invest in different investment like stocks, bonds, and etc. So here, why the asset allocation is needed? So to make investment is more efficient. That means suppose if you invest money in some asset, so how much money will be and some good return also. And some investor want to invest in long term and some investor want to invest in short term. So why asset allocation is needed? So these are some of the reasons why the asset allocation are needed. So suppose how to allocate this asset. I mean how to we are going to allocate the asset. You know, can you
तुम लोग सजेशन देना बंद करोगे?
how to be going to allocate establish some future goals. Suppose if you want asset allocation, we have some future goals. Then only we can go for asset allocation. And then compare with current income stream. Suppose if anybody person want to come to invest, we have to estimate how much income that he is earning right now, and establish your risk tolerance level. The person risk appetite also we should have to consider. And next one is identify available asset. How much available assets having that some person. You can see there some underlying principle of asset allocation is also available. That means suppose the older the person come to invest anything, he always looks for very less risk. In that case, we just here just protecting the funds instead of giving him advices. Because he is an old age person, he is not ready to take more risk. He is always ready to take very less risk. Next, some key important points also we have to. One is dynamic asset allocation, and fourth one is insured asset allocation. We have four type of asset allocation. If any investor want to come to meet any financial advisor, we have to suggest them. Suppose if stocks is continuously returning 10% every year, and bonds is returning continuously over a period of 5%. Suppose if stocks is returning 10% every year, suppose after 2-3 years it may not be getting return 10%. So in that case, even bond also, now it is bond is giving first 2 years 5%, after 2-3 years maybe it gives 7%. It may be reduced. In that case, you just have to suggest him 50% in bonds and 50% in stocks. In that case, the profit will be reduced. Here, I am telling that stocks is returning 10%. If you invest 100 rupees in this, suppose if you invest 100 rupees in bonds, it will return 5% only. If you divide this 100 rupees, 50% in bonds and 50% in stocks, so how much it will come here?
5 rupees.
5%.
A bond to.
Not correct. See, listen. Suppose if you have 100 rupees. Okay. You are investing in stocks. Every year it will return only 10%. Okay. Suppose if you have 100 rupees, you will invest only in bonds. It will give only 5% return. So instead of that, if you have 100 rupees, now if you invest 50%, that means 50 rupees in bonds and 50 rupees in stocks. How much money you will get in if you invest 50%?
7.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Totally 7.5%. So this is the way of strategic asset allocation. I hope everyone will understand. Second one is constant weight asset allocation. In this,
Nandar.
actually these four are why these four strategies why because is to balance the portfolio. That means in portfolio means we will invest in stocks, bonds, gold and etc. A portfolio means here every year he will return 10%. So he will in this way he will going to be balanced. Suppose if you come to constant weighted asset allocation, suppose Arun having one portfolio, every year it gives 1000 rupees. Okay, he is going to be balancing every year. He should have to get the 1000 rupees at any cost. In that case, he have stocks. It will return 500 rupees every year. And bonds, it is also returning 500 rupees. I am just taking in portfolio only two. Okay, because in gold also there for understanding purpose I am just taking two. Okay, suppose if stocks will be reduced to 10%, that means you just take here 100 rupees, so it will be for better quantity. Suppose the stock value, it is not in percentage, it is a value of asset. Okay, stocks value is 50 rupees. This value in second year in market may be reduced to 40, and bond value is increased to 60 rupees. You got it?
Yeah.
So in this case, here stock value is reducing, so that we should have to purchase. How much we have to purchase to equivalent 50 rupees? 10. Okay. Here it is already increased the value. In that case, we should have to sell it. How much we have to sell? 10. So 10 rupees. Then finally it will equal to 50. It is also equal to 50. So finally 100 will be there. This is the way of balancing in the way of constant weighted asset allocation. Clear, Ritu? Thank you. So in the constant weighted asset allocation, if one asset is declining in value, you would purchase more of that asset, and if that asset value is increasing, you would sell it. Suppose coming to dynamic asset allocation, it is exactly opposite to constant weighted asset allocation. Here what we are going to do, if stock value is reduced, we will purchase it. Okay. Suppose in dynamic asset allocation, if stock value is reduced 50 to 40, then we should have to sell it, because we will expect it may be reduced to again 30. So for thinking of future anticipation, we just 50 to 40. So we should have to sell it here. Suppose if stocks here 50 rupees, it goes to reduce 40. So we should have to sell. In bonds here 50, it going to 60 rupees. Here I told that we should have to sell it. That means here 40 rupees. In bonds, if you once again, this dynamic allocation means
very fast changing from equity to debt funds.
this is exactly opposite. What we are going to here, we just sell it. So what here, suppose if stock value is 50 rupees to 40 rupees, we should have to sell it here. In the bonds, if you 50 to 60, we should have to purchase. It is exactly opposite. In insured asset allocation, the portfolio having 100 rupees as a base. That means the base should be always be here only. One more marker is
When I consider anything asset allocation, what is the promise?
suppose Mr. Santosh, you have insured asset allocation. So every year you should fix 100 rupees should be you should have to get every year. That is your base. Okay. You have invested in stocks and bonds. In future it may be changed. Suppose stock value is 50 rupees and bonds value 40 rupees here. Just forget about all the things. Stocks is 50 and here is 40. So if your stock value is going to 50, so it will be going to 50 to 60.
Second, go back.
Can you please stand up? 100 rupees. In stocks, your value is 50 rupees. In bonds, it is 40 rupees. In gold, some 40. Here 70, 30, total 140 rupees. So here you have excess amount of 40 rupees. In that case, what you have to do is this some go down. So
Ranga, battery is going low. Battery is going low.
Can you please move? Yeah, what you have done here? Say private equity is a high risk. You can see this diagram. High risk to low risk. Okay, next one. Next one. Wait. This too, I will be clear to you. Almost 5 minutes. Sample asset allocation. These are the assets.
Shweta,
Till now we learn about the
पहली बार आया. पहली बार आया.
These are the aggressive risks. Okay. Here risk is high. In aggressive asset allocation, risk is high. Objective is generate capital appreciation with a long-term outlook. Okay. The second one is balanced. As we discussed that constant weight asset allocation and dynamic weight asset allocation. Here it will become under. It is a balance and conservative is a low risk. That last I told that. Insured asset allocation. Whatever the amount we exceed amount of that 40% we will invest in some risk funds. This some total asset allocation is sample diagram.
इसमें कुछ अच्छा खासा बातें एडिट कर मतलब ऐड कर दो.
Ranga, completed.
Till now we discussed what is asset allocation, how it is benefit and why we have to do. So now I am going to give some small assignment to you.
You are giving assignment.
Yes, not bad. See model portfolio part. See here, young call center BPO employees with no dependents.
BPO means?
BPO is business process outsourcing. For this type of investor, if you come to any financial advisor, I mean definitely what he have invested 50% in diversified equity funds through SIP. Yeah, it's not what systematic investment.
कौन सा ये YouTube पे जा रहा है जो नहीं देख रही हो?
Oh yeah, I can study. You can ask me.
See 20% in sector funds and 10% in gold. Okay. For this kind of employee, how to
ले लिया.
like see as already told that asset allocation means the percentage of money you should invest in different investments. Which one? You got it? It's not asset allocation. Asset allocation means guys, please cooperate.
Okay.
Hey, enough यार.
Yes, I like. Oh yeah.
See, it will be useful for us in future.
Wow.
We have different type of Akash Gora.
She is using Facebook in the class.
Suppose young married single income family with 2 school going kids. Further, single income family with growing children who are yet to settle. So for this also is a different. Next one. Suppose the couple in their sensitive with no immediate family. Next one is couple in their 70 with no immediate family support but very sound physically and mentally and
education also. While you enjoy, you also educate yourself, okay? That Sone wala?
It's over?
Save it. Over.
Okay.
What time? ले भाई सेव करो
You people just support me, yaar.
सेव करो
In the morning you have supported. Save.